Hey guys, so I've now worked out that I need 2,833 calories per day to maintain my existing weight using the BMR calculator and then adjusting it for sedentary level of exercise. Now that I know that, if I eat 1,000 calories per day less, I'll lose 2 pounds per week. Or if I exercise and burn 1,000 calories per day whilst maintaining that 2,833 calories, I'll also lose 2 pounds per week. What I need to do now is find a way to track those calories. Of course, I could just write them down as I'm going, but there's a much better solution than that, and it's called MyFitnessPal. It's an app that allows you to have a food diary, to input everything that you're eating, put in any exercise that you're doing, and then it'll work out how many calories you've got left. This is it on the screen now. I'm on a desktop computer, so if you're doing this on a mobile device, it might look slightly different. But what I'm going to do to start off with is I've signed up at myfitnesspal.com. It's free to sign up. And there is a paid option available which removes the ads and gives you some advanced functionality. But for now, the free version is more than enough. So when I signed up and I put in my height, my weight, etc., it told me that to lose £2 a week, I need 1,700 calories. I actually prefer to use the other method with the Harris-Benedict equation. So the first thing I'm going to do is go into goals, click on edit and change it to 1833. Remember, I need 2,833 to maintain. If I drop 1,000 calories per day, I'll lose £2 a week. So I'm going to go with that, 1833 calories. Now that that's in there and I click on my home, you can see that my calories for today is 1,833. So the reason why I love MyFitnessPal so much is they've got an absolutely massive food database, which makes counting our calories so incredibly easy. Of course, we need to make sure that we're weighing, we need to make sure that we're measuring to make this absolutely accurate. But let me show you how quick and easy this is. Breakfast, I'm going to click on add food. And let's say that I had Weetabix this morning. I can just type in Weetabix and click search, and it gives me the different options. Here, Weetabix Originals, we've got Weetabix with added potassium, we've got the protein Weetabix, we've got banana Weetabix. You can see they're all in here. I'm going to say that I had Weetabix Original, and it says here that 1 serving of 2 biscuits. Let me change that to 1 serving of 1 biscuit, because if I had 3 Weetabix, I can then say I had 3 servings of 1 Weetabix. If I add that, it will tell me that that was 204 calories, but it'll also tell me how many carbs, how many fat, protein, sodium, and sugar. And you can see at the bottom now that my remaining for the day has adjusted. Try and keep all of these in green for a healthy diet. Sodium, we've got 2,000 left. As you start eating some things like salt and pepper chicken from the Chinese or Dominoes pizza, that's absolutely packed full of sodium, and you might notice that this number drops massively. And so trying to keep these ones in green and as close to 0 as possible is going to be good to give you a nice balanced diet. But most important of all is the calories. I've got 1,600 calories left. What's important to remember though is I didn't have 3 dry Weetabix for breakfast, so we can click add food and I can type in semi-skim milk. We've got semi-skim milk, 100 ml, 50 calories. Again, I'm going to change this to mil because then I can put the exact serving in here. I had 150 servings of 1 ml of semi-skim milk. So 150 ml total, that was 75 calories. And then I can say I had a banana on top of that. So we'll click on banana. And again, you can guess if it was a medium, a small or a large banana, but the better way would be to actually weigh it, and then you can go in with the actual grams. You can see here how much it was. But for now, I'm just going to say it was a medium banana, 1 serving of 1 medium. And so breakfast came in at 384 calories. I've got 1400 calories left for the day. As we go through and we fill this in, we see these numbers drop in. It's an absolutely fantastic way for you to make the right decisions. Let's say that Lydia says, let's have Dominoes for lunch. So I come into here, I type in Dominoes, and let's see, Lydia wants a chicken pizza large from Dominoes, and she says, let's have it. So I say, yeah, I can have that. I'm quite hungry, so I'm going to have 4 slices. So 4 servings of 1 slice for my lunch. I add that, and look what's happened. 4 slices of Domino's pizza is 1100 calories, but look what it's done to my sodium. I've absolutely gone over on my sodium for the day. So actually, do I really want to eat that? Or shall I say, no, I'm calorie counting here. Let's go with a better option. It could be anything, but let's just say I want a ribeye steak. So I look at ribeye steak. It was an 8-ounce steak, 500 calories. Absolutely fantastic for lunch. Look at that, much less salt, much less calories. I'm still well within the green, and I want something nice with that, so I'm gonna add a sweet potato too. I measured it, it was 150 grams, so I'm gonna say sweet potato. I'm gonna change this to 1 gram and then put 150 there. Click add food to diary, and you can see I'm still well within everything, and I've got 700 calories left for drinks, for dinner, etc. So I normally add my drinks to snacks, coffee, and to be absolutely certain with this as well, I will say coffee, 1 cup, and I've put that as black coffee because then I can customize it. So it was black coffee, it had 1 teaspoon of sugar. We can add that. Look for whichever one it is that you normally use, but they're all about the same anyway. So we'll click add to diary, and I also had 30 mils of milk in that as well. So everything that goes in is properly measured. I had 1 mil, 30, and we can click add to food diary. Perfect. So what we can also do, if we are going to eat similar meals often, we can click on quick tools and we can say remember meal. So I can remember this meal here. You see here, Weetabix 3 biscuits, semi-skim milk, 1 banana. I can say 3 Weetabix with banana. And then in future, if I stick to those same things, let's say tomorrow, when it comes to breakfast, all I need to do is click add food, click on meals, and then 3 Weetabix with banana, checked. And it'll add the whole thing for me, how much banana, milk, and how many Weetabix. So it's very easy to use. When you first start using it, you need to get familiar with the types of foods. But then if you have a meal that you're going to use often, make sure you save it as a meal for quick access. But also, it recognizes the things that you have often. So if I click on add food, you can see here, sweet potato steamed. I can just click OK, because, you know, we're creatures of habit and we often eat similar things. So the more you use it, the easier it becomes to use. But let's just go back to Sunday. I want to try and get this as close to 0 as possible to make sure that I am losing the £2 a week. We don't want to go crazy with this and try to be losing £8 and £10 a week, because we want a balanced, healthy diet. But what we can do is, if we go into exercise and we add exercise that we've done, let's say I went spinning. I've already added this in the past, that's why it's there, but let me just check that. You can search for spinning. If I did 60 minutes of that, that's going to burn 835 calories for me. So I've added that, and then if I go back to my food now, you'll see instead of me only having 700 calories left, I'm back up to having 1500 calories left. If I'll get that down to 0, I'm still on track to lose the £2 a week. I can eat more because I'm exercising more. If I have a day where I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to exercise, that's fine. I still try and get the remaining down to 0. If I have a day where I'm feeling really hungry, or I know I'm going to cheat, I'm going to have a couple of beers, I'm going to have that chocolate fudge cake, that's fine. We just have to make sure if we're doing those things, we're working it off again to try and get that remaining as close to 0 as possible. We don't want it to go into the red because that's going to affect our weight loss. If I wake up one morning and I have McDonald's breakfast, Dominoes for lunch and a Chinese for tea, I'm definitely not going to lose any weight. Unless I decide to go for an hour swim, an hour on the treadmill and an hour spinning to try again to get that back. We can burn off all of that excess calories if we try. So guys, sign up to MyFitnessPal, start logging your calories, and in the next video I'll show you how we can make ourselves even more accountable using this tool. I hope that's helpful for you. Thank you.